Hello, this is B. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back, Sedaris LLC. And someone's wondering what that means. Sedaris is very, very significant to my spiritual journey. And from the research I did, it means heavenly body, constellation, and it means a few different things in ancient Greek and ancient Roman. It means like a formation of sorts. And it's actually like a command. May the child grow up to be strong as iron. But yeah, it's special to me. So maybe one day I need to record like a channel introduction, and maybe I'll explain it there, and maybe I won't make it so nerdy. Anyway, channel messages, like I was just minding my business, eating a bowl of rice, and all of a sudden I heard, "On the banks of the Red Cedar." And I was like, where is that from? And so I Googled it. And it's something to do with Michigan State University, MSU. So I am from the great state of Michigan. And I don't know if that's significant to anyone. Maybe some Spartans are watching the channel. But yeah, I just got that. It was so random. On the banks of the Red Cedar. So there's that. And then just as I was about to start recording the video, I heard Mary J. Blige singing "Take Me As I Am" or "Have Nothing at All." And it's the part where she was kind of going off in the song, like, "I can only be me, I can only be me," like repeating it. So some of you may be in a situation where you're worried about, or maybe not worried, but you're thinking about going forward in something or being involved with a particular person or starting a project, and you might be having feelings of inadequacy blended in with feelings of confidence. It's like you're stepping into a new part of yourself and you're accepting yourself, and it's like, listen, this is who I am. But I think there's a need to embrace that and look at the more positive side of it, because yeah, you should be you, and that should be enough, because you are enough. So I don't know if somebody needs to hear that. If you're dealing with somebody who might want to change you, I think you're already on the wavelength of saying, that's not something I'm going to put up with. And if you're entering some kind of contract or something like that, or a situation where there may be a situation where you would need to compromise yourself or your values, I feel like you're thinking that over and you're saying, it's not worth it. I don't want to compromise myself. And so congratulations to you. I think that's wonderful. Today is 2/22/22. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. 2/22/22. Apparently it's a really good day for manifestation. So how about I just did a whole reading and the video was cut off? I don't like when that happens. It's so tiring because it takes energy to produce the reading. So what I can do is give you an abbreviated version, I guess. Essentially what we have come out. I can't believe that happened. Anyway. Okay, anyway. So we have the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Empress, the Queen of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. This can be read a few different ways. For some of you, there is somebody who, you've had to cut off and move forward so that you can move into more healthy connections, relationships, give and take. And for others of you, this is like you reintroducing yourself into society in some kind of way, whether it's going back to school, starting a new job, whether you're entering the dating world or you're cutting off certain dating options because they're just not doing right by you. You got a couple of songs about that, like stop wasting my time. Again, so some of you have been in a cycle with somebody and I feel like you're leaving that cycle. This person would only come in and lead you on and then kind of waste your time, and you're over it. I feel like now this person doesn't have that same access to you. They don't have the same access and it's bumming them out, but that's not your problem. Your task is to keep going forward, because one of the biggest things that came through with this reading was discipline. So you have other things to focus on right now. King of Pentacles energy was at the bottom of the deck for this original spread here. And that's because the King of Pentacles is focused on his material needs, his or hers, right? Because it's just energy. But that's what you're focused on. You're thinking, how can I maximize my future? How can I build? And which way should I go? Like, there are a few different ways you could take right now, is what it feels like. And so you're working toward building in those ways, but you might be feeling a little bit unsure, like which way to go. And you may already feel like you're losing a bit of motivation when it comes to those things. And so that's creating a seed of doubt. In order for you to combat the seed of doubt, you will need discipline. Motivation wears off. That fire that gets lit under us when something happens wears off. But discipline is practice. So that will keep you floating. That will keep you afloat. When you're not feeling that fire. So if you need to get a calendar, if you need to make a list, if you need to make a few lists, like, okay, I have plan A, plan B, and plan C, or venture A, venture B, venture C. And this is what I need to do for each one. Maybe now I'll create a schedule for myself every day, or this is what I'll check in with myself about 2 or 3 times a week. Like, what have I gotten done so far for this, for that, and for that? And see which ones you want to continue on and which ones fall off. Maybe you just don't feel the fire for anymore, or they're not the one that actually is in the plan for you. But you're going to need discipline. Especially, I also got, if somebody's going back to school and you're already an adult, like you're already past schooling, traditional schooling age, you have other responsibilities now. You have a husband, you have a wife, you may have children, you may have a job, and so you're going to have to fit in a student's mindset along with those things. And that could be a little tricky sometimes, because it's like, well, I'm fully grown, now I have to sit in this classroom and listen to someone kind of school me again, and I have to have all these assignments done, and I have my regular life, and now this I have to fit in. So there's going to be a need for you to really have discipline there, if that applies to you, and kind of also be open to the beginner's mindset, the student's mindset, open to learning from someone else, again, in the way that you did before you reached the status you're at now. That's going to be helpful to you. And for these people that don't have access, the same kind of access to you anymore, your intuition is correct. This is the cards that came out regarding those people when I asked for advice on what you should do. We got the 6 of Cups, and then these 2 came out after when I said, what should my collective do about this individual? And basically, to me, that says you're on the right path. You're correct. You're correct to set up these boundaries. 515 on the clock, as I said that. You're correct to set up these boundaries with these people or this person. And it was Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy that came out as this Queen of Cups kind of energy that you've separated from. So water energy, whether it's a man or a woman. But your advice from the tarot is to keep going forward, to leave it behind, continue to stand your guard, stand up for yourself, defend yourself in the situation, protect your peace came through heavily. Protect your peace. So this could be somebody that triggers you. And that's not what you need right now. Your mindset needs to be King of Pentacles. Your mindset needs to be the higher vibration of King of Pentacles. Not like obsessed with money, but focused on your goals, achieving your goals, and then, you know, manifesting with the Magician here, which did come out for you as well. Yeah, some other situation has died now for whoever you were dealing with in the past. And it's like they're having to come back to you to start all over. Like it would be baby steps to continue with this person. And that's justice. It's justice for whatever they did to you, whether you know what they did or not. You may have had a feeling about this person if you don't know what they did for sure. But either way, you know enough to distance yourself, and they're feeling that now. So that's separate. So there's 2 energies of like you reintroducing yourself to others with healthy boundaries, others who probably didn't really value you the way they should have before. And then there's you reintroducing yourself to yourself. Like, oh, okay, this new version of me that I'm working toward is going to require discipline and faith and patience. Discipline and faith and patience. That might be the name of the video. And I feel so bad because I swear, like, I had gone through this whole spiel and then I looked over at the camera and saw 000 on the clock. And I was like, are you serious? 7:27, I just noticed, was on the clock as I said that too. But that's what you got here. You're doing the right thing. You're on the right path. Those nudges you're having are accurate. Steer away from doubt with discipline, okay, primarily. And then also, of course, faith and patience are going to be necessary as well. And now we're going to use the oracles. I have here the tea leaf oracles. And let's see what they have to say. Boat. Money or property through inheritance, winning, or windfall. Ooh. Yeah, okay, that could be separate for some of you. Some of you may already have some kind of issue going on with an inheritance. I hope it's not a stolen inheritance. This could be something that you don't know about. But if it is something you do know about, it might just be time for you to collect, and that's wonderful. I kept seeing something like multiple times on my feed about an inheritance theft attorney, and that was random, but I just thought again to say it. So some of you might be dealing with, you may find out that you have an inheritance. Perhaps whoever stole it or hid it from you is not able to use it, and they've been trying to for whatever reason. I cannot imagine any good intentions in hiding that from you, because I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's older. And if I'm not, maybe you're reaching college age, like maybe you're 18 to 22 and, you know, early mid-20s, and maybe it's just time for you to receive it. I hope that's the situation and you haven't been dealing with Jafar and your family trying to take everything from you, because boy, oh boy, would that be disappointing. At the bottom of the deck, we have Secret Admirer, Vase, cool, cool. So you may be granted an opportunity also from somebody who looks well on you. They think well of you. What year is this? They look well on you. I don't know where that came from. Let's see. What else wants to come up from the tea leaves? Older woman. Dealings or relationship with an older woman. So yeah, whatever the situation may be, this could be an older woman. Oh, parting of ways in either romance or business. It could have something to do with the recent separation, or maybe a separation from long ago. Family or business, you would know based on your situation. Then we have persevere and you will overcome problems, and it fell reversed, so maybe that's what you're struggling with right now, is getting over that hurdle of perseverance. And that's why I think the theme of discipline is so important here. So in order for this to turn upright, because we can't ignore that it fell reversed. Or it could also be saying, I just got that you won't need to worry about, some of you may not need to worry about grinding financially so much, because there's going to be some kind of windfall. But you don't want to rely on that and get into a 7 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 4 of Swords state. Like, I'm just going to wait around and be in dreamland and not actually take any action. So continue to work towards what you're working toward, and what's supposed to come to you will come to you, is what I'm feeling. Yeah, bread at the bottom of the deck. Period of prosperity and abundance. And I just love bread anyway. So, Anything else from this part of the tea leaf deck before I go to the other half? It's a really large deck. Oh yeah, see now it just came out again reversed. So what's at the bottom here? Wishbone, a wish is granted, and that's upright. So what I feel is that there's somebody here, and this could be unfortunately the Jafar type person who may have stolen from you. It's like you're connected to this person. Inheritance would indicate to me either some kind of a trustee or a family member that may have taken from you. It could be an older woman, and it could be that water energy. And that's why they could be in regret. If you've had your guard up against this person and maybe you're not sure why, that could be a big reason why. But that's just a possibility. It'll be different for different people. Let's go to the other side of the deck. But yeah, I feel like this person, with the uptaking your financial abundance, it'll be the downfall of somebody else's. But that's going to be balancing the scales, because this person took some kind of extreme advantage. So what about this side of the tea leaf deck? What wants to come out? Oh, I would just not like for that to be true. For some of you, it could be a mother. You know, I won't say anything else about that. Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Yeah, so this person took a risk that was not a good idea. Oh, wow. And at the bottom of the deck, we have someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So this could just be the end of it. If this deception's been going on for a while, if they hid this from you for a long time, or just if they were trying to get away with it, if there was some kind of fraud involved with it, if for whatever reason, especially if you're an older person and they have not given you access to this money or told you about it, whatever this inheritance is, that's coming to an end. Oh, all right. We have November. So this could have something to do with November. The month of November could have to do with the Sagittarius. But we have here problems to be resolved. Scorpio or Sagittarius. But again, we can't get too caught up on the signs, because that could be referring to any placement in someone's chart. I mean, a lot of us have so many different signs in our chart. So for this, I feel like it's talking about this may come to a resolution in the month of November. And then at the bottom we have happiness. Any final messages from the tea leaf? Pineapple. Reconciliation. It came out reversed. So, you know, you may no longer deal with this person once you find out. I feel like that casket card was not so much a death as a separation. And the pineapple is saying in reverse, this will be incentive for you to really finally cut ties and confirm what your inner knowing has been telling you anyway. Yeah. And then at the bottom, we have in need of help, assistance, or guidance. So I feel like you will have some guidance at that time, or don't be afraid to ask for guidance. Whatever this is, you may need some helping hands, maybe some financial advisors for some of you, for whoever that's for. All right. I almost said, all right, my loves. I don't know why I almost said that. I'll just leave it at all right. But I do love you guys, and I hope to see you back very soon. Bye.